Hello everybody, my name's Jodie Bloom and I'm the prep teacher for your child this year. I wanted to introduce myself to you in order to work with parents this year to support and enhance children's learning. So today I wanted to look at a few different things that we'll be doing in our classroom, but with a focus on some of the key development skills that children need in prep. I wanted to talk about parents' interaction. I'd really like to continue and support the role that you already have with your children and to embrace that, as I believe a parent is obviously the child's first and most important teacher, and I want to encourage and support the parents continuing to play a vital role in your child's education. And obviously I want to support parents who are engaged in their child's learning, as it does have significant impacts on a child's educational achievements, especially in literacy and numeracy. So I guess with that in mind, I will be making a focus today on mathematics. What are the kind of formation and development patterns that happen there, and then taking it a step further and looking at ICTs and how they will complement the learning area in mathematics. But more importantly, I want to kind of highlight to you the three most important reasons for me of utilising ICTs in a classroom. Whilst obviously there's a lot more than three, I'll just be focusing on the highest priority ones to me. So I guess, as I said, I'd like to look at some of the key development skills in prep. And I guess that one of the things that stands out to me is that in prep, behaviour is shaped and attitudes are formed that will influence children throughout their education. So given that we're saying that it's the foundation year and it's kind of that this is how attitudes will be shaped and formed, it's a year to make sure that we actually help your child reach their full potential, and we'd like to do that with your support. Research has found that students struggling in mathematics lag behind their peers academically and will continue to experience difficulties in mathematic problem solving regardless of their motivation. So what we want to do is we want to try and avoid the struggle in mathematics, so the children aren't going to lag behind their peers, because regardless of how their attitudes change in years to come, it doesn't matter about that motivation. If they don't acquire those really necessary skills in the early development stages, they could really lag behind. The Department of Education really state that the early years of schooling are crucial in the development of numeracy. The early years are providing that foundation to support and enhance future learning at school. So it really is vital that we support the children in the development of the maths. So now we'll be moving on to looking at the ICT component of this presentation. And a lot of parents say to me, well, what are ICTs? We've all heard it before, but what really is it? Well, the term ICT is short for Information Communication Technologies. Basically, information communication technologies allows us to send and receive information and communicate with others. It also is the ability to capture and store or transmit information.
It, lock it, fill it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it, surf it, scroll it, pose it, click it, cross it, crack it, switch, update it, name it, read it, tune it, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Technology.
I felt that song really summed up technology. You know, it is really fast and quick, and it's moving constantly. And just in front of you, I've put down some indications of ICT. So these include things like your CD, your radio, GPSs, DVDs, interactive whiteboards, and some of the ICTs that they outline here are the things that we're going to be introducing to children in the classroom. I think that theorists believe that we're moving into a world that of globalisation that has relevance and importance for educators, and one of the greatest challenges that we'll have for our time is to absorb these changes in ways not to overwhelm people or leave them behind. Theorists also believe that how we educate our children now is much more important than how much we educate them. A famous person called Friedman suggests that we should provide students with the tools to become independent lifelong learners that are able to adapt to change. Parents, I now ask that you click on the 3 reasons for ICTs at the top of the website. This outlines the 3 reasons for using ICTs in a classroom, as well as how I will use these ICTs in our classroom. Lastly, there is also links to other teachers that have used these ICTs who have had success with them, as I'm sure we will in our classroom.